Hey, Mr. Hobbles, how are you? Well, congratulations on getting first for a change. Usually it's a battle between Millie and Jared's World. Smashed in as soon as the Discord notification. Yeah, well done. GG. I don't even think the other two have arrived. I don't see them in the chat list. Oh man, are you hanging around tonight, or are you playing other games, or what's your plan? Because I could really use some testers tonight in the game. The game of which you've already seen. I was going to play some Duckov tonight, but I'm kind of addicted in getting this game working. Stupid Daniel. Shh. I'll test a bit. Nice. Yeah, I ran in screaming, waving arms in air. I'm fuming I missed first. Oh, come on, Millie. Oh, you've been lurking in the chat, have you? I don't even see your name in here, do I? Your name's not even in the chat list. Just been lurking. I jest. Oh, are you hanging around, Millie, or you got other things to do? I'm really hoping I can get 2 or 3 testers in tonight to help me with some game-related stuff. I'm so excited. I've been working so hard on this game and been keeping zip-lipped on some stuff. And it's all coming together, and like testing that little bit the other stream really highlighted like some massive flaws in the Twitch integration side of things, and that's okay. I'm gonna need a little bit more time on that. Yeah, I might play with it a little bit, but I think, Millie, did I show you as well? I may have been, but probably not able to test. I'll be here but not able to test. I believe it. Imagine Hobbs doing a nah. Oh man, I've got so many plans and it's all coming together and I'm really happy. So the big thing we're playing with tonight is this website. And it's extremely primitive in what you can do in there at the moment. But you can go into the forest and you can fight things. You can talk to the NPCs, particularly Rusty I've spent a bit of time with. There is a problem at the moment with progress being saved and sometimes resetting and all that kind of stuff. So there's not a lot of progress you can make in the game yet anyway. So I'll fix that a little bit tonight, hopefully on the side while I'm doing other things. I've actually programmed a lot of Easter eggs in before I've even finished the game itself. I want it to be all about like having the flexibility to do what you want to do. If you're the kind that likes to go out and climb the battle leaderboards, you can come in each day and use all your stamina up just fighting in the forests and completing quests. If you're more of a cozy storyline-y type person, you can talk to the NPCs and build relationships with the NPCs. Yeah, and then if you're the type that just likes to run around and explore and see what you can do, push boundaries, all that kind of stuff, there's a heap of Easter eggs. Then I've also got, this game is what's linking up to the RPG game that we were testing the other day. So your same player character will appear in the side quests that we do in stream. And you can start redeeming, well, the plan is anyway, when progress gets saved, you can start redeeming and using, accessing special areas if you've got high attendance and, you know, if you've been proactive in the chat. For people that have got streaks, there'll be perks that you can get in the game. So it starts making claiming those attendances actually mean something. And it also means that it's tracked in a way that I can recall it, because at the moment, well, not at the moment now because I've already got it recorded now, but previously, the only way I could retrieve how many times someone's claimed an attendance is by having someone claim the attendance and then monitor it. So I'm going to try and pin that message. How do I do that? Please hold. How do you pin a chat message? I'm in the mod view. I know I can do it somehow. How do I pin a message? Did I see a mystical moonchild come in there? Yep. What's the announcement? Is someone you know getting married or having a kid? It's not that kind of announcement. Sorry. Luna Marie also says sorry. What are you sorry about? Not letting you learn. I'm learning. Oh. Mystical Moonchild, did you get on any adventures this weekend? Did anyone do any interesting adventures this weekend? I got back on the ropes this weekend. So I was a little bit later today because I needed to relax for a little bit before I came on stream. So I just sat on the couch doom strolling for a bit and just calming myself from the adventures. So in the game, you can build your relationships up. The streaming ropes, that is. Yes, I saw you did a stream. Let's see if the camera works. Probably won't. Certainly won't open if the camera's not loaded. Let me load the camera. I'll show some videos of today's adventures shortly. But I've got some yapping to do first. Okay, that should work. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Managed to get out for a little bit. Explored Bunyaville area yesterday afternoon. Primarily mountain bike. I was just going to say, last time I was out there, I was on a mountain bike. So, I'm just going to try and figure out how to pin this game. Oh, Luna's already pinned it. Hey, well done. Thank you for that. So in the pinned message at the top, it'll be that way for you guys, I imagine, over here somewhere. That way. There. Somewhere in that direction. Oh, shit. That's not got a lid on it. Is the link to the game we're testing. I'd like to get 2 to 3 people testing tonight if I can. So if you've got access to a laptop, you can play on your mobile phone, but I'd recommend a laptop. That's why I said not letting you learn. Oh, I'll figure it out later. I'm more appreciative that you did it. It was too hot to go on a big adventure generally. Yeah. Well, it was actually a really good adventure we were on today because we were wet most of it. We were abseiling down waterfalls. Had a lot of fun. Good. So when you log into this game, you just use your Twitch account. And that will create your character. There are some character elements there. So when you get into the game, if you type in stats, you can see that there are stats. I am going to create a like a stats sheet that you can access through clicking on your logo. So many little things. That's for later. At the moment, I'm just trying to get minimum viable product out, and that's just getting this game working properly. So what I'm looking for is big major bugs, basically. I already know of a few. Like, for example, I'm not happy with how the forest fights work. So you've got 3 levels of forest fights at the moment. And the further you go into the forest, the harder the enemies are. But at the moment, it's not so much random. When you go into level 1, you get a wolf, I think, to fight. When you go to the second tier, you get a wolf and a spider to fight. And when you go to the 3rd level, you get sort of a more bossy guy to fight. And they're there all the time, every time. And that's not what I want. And also, once you engage a creature, I want there to be a random chance that you can't just move away from the area. And at the moment, you can in fact just move away from the area. So I'm going to try and put those things in place today and get that fixed. I'm going to try and fix the progression saving bug. So sometimes, particularly if you move to a different device, it's not saving the stats to the SQL database all the time. Something's stopping it from saving. So at the moment, I've got the data saving into your browser as a backup, so that if it doesn't save to the database, you should be able to still keep the progress. Not that you can progress much anyway. So AI is linked into it. So when I first created it, it was very much here's your options. Which one do you want to pick? Now you can talk in natural language and perform actions using natural language. And the conversations with the NPCs are still in natural language at the moment, and I still want some feedback from you guys, because I'm thinking that maybe with the conversations, I might keep it majority fixed and not open conversation, because I think it actually might be too hard to guess or stumble upon the key topics that an NPC has for you. So the NPC always has a certain amount of knowledge base and personality stats themselves, and things that they can do for you. And to not show that to the player, I think, would hinder the game. But I want to hear your feedback when you play around with it. So to start with, I think if you guys can just jump in, just have a bit of a run around and tell me what feels clunky. Tell me what makes it not appealing to stay in the game. I want people to be able to jump in the game and move around quite intuitively. Ideally. If there's any questions, let me know, because there's a lot. I've got a document here that I can go through. Well, I probably won't go through the document, but I can, because I don't want to give away a lot of the Easter eggs that I've got in the system. But yeah, if you've got questions, a lot of it I might be able to answer. Pokemon in chat, by the way. So that's my babbling. I'm going to change playlist. It's very nice having. I was actually going to play Duck Off, and then I thought, no, I want to finish this game. I want to work on it. I'm not like, I'd be sitting here mindlessly going through Duck Off, and I'd enjoy it, but I'd rather talk to you guys and play with my application. This is all tied into a much bigger thing too. We'll go with that playlist, and then if you guys want to request things, I think the requests are already on from last stream. I didn't turn them off, so go nuts. My old friend. And I don't want to talk about dinner tonight. I had KFC. On the way home, I picked some up. And I think that didn't help for my blah feeling before stream. Oh my lordy, Luna, Mystical Moonshot, congratulations. We all three of us caught the Pokemon. Probably helped with a column. Probably helps with column A, but not with column B tonight. I have no idea what the columns were. What was column A and what was column B? You're gonna have to scope them out for me. Also, is there actually walking tracks in Bunyaville? Or were you just sort of dodging mountain bikes? It's a nice area. Column A chat, column B play game. Okay. I'm gonna try and recruit some people that don't normally come into stream to maybe help too. Here from bed because my pain is bad. Oh no. Sorry, Millie. I hope you get some relief to that. Trying to remember Hobbs, who used to play Legend of the Green Dragon, or Legend of the Red Dragon back in the old days on the bulletin board. Because it'd be cool if those people could test, because they'd have memory of how that game worked. Went out there for a nosy as I wanted to adventure but couldn't go too far as it was hot and late in the afternoon. Yeah, okay. Not supposed to be doing much sitting at the moment. 4 hours of streaming yesterday hasn't helped. No idea how long recovery will be either. That's no good. Maybe you should stream from bed. How are you with standing? Like, are you supposed to be lying down or? Your mind is overwhelmed. Okay, no worries, Mr. Coin Child. It's okay. You got to do you. Look after yourself first. I totally understand. All good. No one is ever obligated here. I'll try and get some couple of other people in as well. If I can't, I'll just put it on hold and I'll do it another night. Find something a little bit more upbeat than this. Let's see what comes on next. That's not helping either. Hang on. Upbeat, I said. Upbeat. Come on. Maybe I'll just go to my liked songs and see what we get. This should be interesting. We will rock you. Can't stream from bed, but I can stand for a while. Definitely not 4 hours though. I also don't have a standing desk. So what are you supposed to do, Millie? Because obviously you don't want to be lying in bed all the time because then your muscles are going to get weak and make everything all worse. So you must have some requirement to make sure you're getting up and moving around and doing some exercise. But what are you supposed to do? Like, in a 24-hour period of time, you've got 8 hours which you're lying down sleeping, presumably. You can't stand too long, you can't sit too long. Are you supposed to just get up, walk around a little bit just to get some exercise and then lie back down again and spend most of your time lying down? What's the actual what do you call it? Like, is there physiotherapy or something involved? Like, what's your actual plan? I suppose no obligation to share that. Exit some of these apps that I forgot to exit. Usually before I stream, I go through and close down a whole heap of work apps and things like that run in the background. I think that was the only one that I missed. I like this version. I have heard it before, but I think it's been a hot minute. Sorry about not being okay. Yeah, I already read that. Can't stream for, but yeah. I think I was trying to do all of the things, and now I think I was trying to do all the things, and now I've had my mum message me, which is now resulting in a phone call. I've got to try and squeeze in. Oh, tomorrow, right? Okay, so thought you had to go and talk to your mum. Oh, I can't remember. Hobbs is gone. If you're there, Hobbs, speak up. Trying to think of people that used to play the game. Not upbeat enough. Oh, I'm getting sick of typing in this URL. I need a short URL. What do I put? Hyphen or underscore? Underscore. I could know off the top of my head by now. I'm here, but making a factory. Steve, I assume Mark, but don't remember him then. Mark and Steve were definitely there. I've just messaged Steve. He's going to jump in. I don't think he'll jump into Twitch though, which is frustrating because I kind of need at least 3 people to help with that side of things as well to play the game in Twitch. But I may not get that far anyway tonight. See how we go. Yeah, I'll message Mark. I haven't messaged him yet. Problem is it'll take him an hour to actually read the message. Is Mr. Max Horn gigging? Is he online? I barely remember the game. I think you only have to remember the core concept. Fuck, I've missed some messages. How'd that happen? You look up 1 minute and no one's talking, then you look up the next and freaking scrolled off the top of this page. That's mostly music. Actually, I did read most of that. Got to fix our Foxtel server. That shouldn't be too stressful. Making see it has keeps sitting to a minimum. I have to move around, yeah. Bro, if I'm lucky to get 4 hours of sleep a day. I'm seeing my chiro regularly, alternate between lying down and standing. Are you seeing just the chiro, or have you got a physio that you're working with as well? Lying down and standing, walking. It's not practical not to sit. I got to do things like apply for jobs, etc. too. It'll just take some time. I've jarred my lower back and hips, which is already a pain point for me. Fuck. That's not ideal. Like, I feel like everything you do is bad. Because lying down for too long's bad. Standing for too long's bad. Walking for too long's bad. What the fuck are you supposed to do, girl? Sounds like one of my friends. She's been struggling to get 4 hours sleep a night. I've been struggling to get 4 hours sleep a night, but that's not 4 hours sleep a night. But that's because I keep saying, oh fuck, I'm gonna go to bed early, and I've been working on my game. And I'm so hyper focused on working on the game that next thing I know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, fuck, here I am again. There's a Pokemon in chat. At least we know everyone likes that game. Maybe I should make a version of my game that's as simple as Pokemon. Just 1 or 2 commands. I wonder how that would work. I'm having a ponder. I want the games to be just a little bit more depth. Like, Pokemon's got more depth, but no one uses it. And maybe that's the problem, is that people don't want depth. What's your thoughts? You guys play Pokemon. Do you play Pokemon because it's easy? You just throw a command in every 15 minutes and it's done? Is depth not what you would want anyway? Like, Pokemon's got more depth to it, but we have struggled to be able to engage in any more of the depth because we don't have enough players, really. I think you have to minimum 5, really. I think you can fight each other. Yeah, okay, so collecting is your thing. It helps with interaction a little. Yeah, so the drop pool. Yeah. What did you like about the drop pool? Because, I mean, that was entirely random. Don't have to be in live stream for that either. Oh, really? How do you engage in that? So I'm putting PvP elements into this game as well. So, and this is from back in the Lord days. You could fight other players if they didn't put themselves in an inn. So, you can go to the inn and you can rent a room. My game's going to work a little bit differently to that. I actually had that set up and I've pulled it back out. But yeah, at the end of your run, you could just exit the game or just stay where you are and not even worry about it. Just it would save where you are. But that means that other players, when they're in the same place as you, they can fight you. And you will be offline and the battle will just happen automatically. And then you'll come back online and you might find that half your gold's missing and your health's low because you got into a fight while you're away. But if you go to the inn and pay for a room at the inn, then you know you're safe. People can't get into your room. I spent a lot of time working on a NPC relationship building component of this game. In fact, I've probably spent 75% of my time on this game on the relationship building side of things. So everyone back in the old days that played Lord liked the fact that you could flirt with some of the players, flirt with some of the NPCs. And I don't want to give away everything, but I've built quite a complicated system for that in this game. And a lot of it is pinned to your level in the game, as well as the way you approach. I've tried to make it as I won't say close to real life because that's just ridiculous when you're talking about a text-based game. The progression, like you wouldn't just walk up to a stranger and try and kiss them, right? You'd strike up a conversation first, and then maybe exchange some details, blah 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 blah, and then yeah. So you've got to build up to it, right? And so that progression, I've worked more on that than I have the storyline. You can fight monsters and build experience, and you can heal yourself. You can explore, look around, pick up items, use items. You can obviously move around. A lot of time and effort put on the AI element to make sure that you can't do the ridiculous things you guys were doing to me in the Twitch chat version of the game won't happen. It'll entertain certain things, but it won't derail the game. I'm trying to figure out how I could incorporate something like the drop game, because it's just you type a command in and there's a random chance that you fall you hit the target, basically. Do I make it every 15 minutes, instead of like Pokemon, every 15 minutes a random enemy that's linked to the game appears? I won't be able to read. From the options in the panel. Hang on a minute. Actually, you can still read. It just won't derail the storyline. That's all. So the story was designed to progress a primary storyline, but give you options to side quest in the one that we played the other night. Two problems. One, there wasn't enough time allocated to the game for it to actually progress. So it forced the progression, and it forced it not naturally. You know, everyone was sitting around doing weird things, and then all of a sudden it just said, well, you all wander this way, because it needed to progress the story, which is not how I wanted it to work. But it was 11:30 at night, and I only put an hour time limit on it, so it was trying to push, you know, a 3-hour storyline into an hour. Like that Raiders game on Twitch. Is that, you're talking about the one that closed down now, where you could place items on the map? Did you actually used to play that? A battle, and people need to jump in and help. Like that Raiders game on Twitch. Do you think that needs a yes, no? Oh my god. Jared won't be able to force me to have a message from an orangutan. No. When you get a chance, jump in and test the game. You can still do it on your own. It's just we can't test the Twitch game without 3 players, is all. But you can still jump into the game and test it, and you can still play it on mobile while you're lying in bed if you wanted to. Taz, how are ya? Lurk, I'm off to bed. I hope you have a fantastic stream. No worries, Taz. Thanks for popping in, leaving a lurk. Appreciate ya. Sleep well. But incorporate a Lord battle every 15 minutes, maybe. Like a horde of spiders or something like that. And I could have, depending on how many people have talked in chat, I could have that many spiders, or have the amount of spiders linked to that. I like it. It doesn't always have to be spiders. It can be all sorts of game elements. Do you think it always should be fighting, or could it be random events? Sometimes it'll be fighting. Sometimes it'll be a cave exploration. You know, get the loot out. I don't know, how complicated do I make something like that? Or is it, do you think, really keep it simple? Because the Raiders game wasn't simple. You had to open up a whole nother map, a whole nother tab on your computer. Like, I wasn't actually a big fan of it. I engaged in it, but... So with the way current feeling, I have to do... Yeah. I heard you before, Mystical. I got you. I understood. I haven't put a lot of thought into it. No, that's all good. I get it. My browser keeps going, click here to reload. What? Is your internet shit? My internet's good here today. It's running nice and smooth. No frames lost. 1 second delay, no frames lost. Pumping out 4.4 thousand kilobits per second. 30 frames per second. Everything all green. Oh, Aki sent me a message. Check it out. Okay, Aki's going to jump in, but he's just finishing dinner at the moment. I think Hobbs is onto something. Now, for this chat, Should I keep the Pokemon or get rid of the Pokemon? If I'm getting my own integrations in, is it too much to have the Pokemon still? Like, or do you guys really like having the Pokemon? Do I just have both? I've got 7 shinies. I don't remember collecting 7 shinies. I like the idea of collecting things. Unlike Pokemon, where it's impossible to collect them all, yet you're strapped in for this collect them all mentality, and yet it's impossible feat to do. Should I actually make it possible? And then what happens when someone collects them all? How do I keep them engaged to wanting to collect more? So we do the fighting thing, and then the fighting thing rewards the survivors with a collectible thing. Collectible spoons from around Australia. %.48% collected of the current spawnable decks. You're mad. I'm feeling a little bit more adequate now with 74%. I remember when that was like 12. It's not impossible. You've just got to evolve some rather than catch them. Oh, right. Okay. I thought some of them were like event Pokemon that only appeared for a certain amount of time. Your nanny used to collect those souvenir spoons. I reckon they'd be worth a fortune now. I think that there's probably some souvenir spoons hiding at my grandmother's old house. I'm hoping that one day I can go through all the stuff that's sitting over there. Tiger. Arrivals. Oh, the tiger. That's also true, but they're typically annual events, so that means they come back at the certain time of year, so everyone can still have a chance of catching them. They're not never spawning again. Is that what you're saying? I've got to go through and sell all my duplicate Pokemon again, though I've been less in a rush to do that now that I've got money. I've realized that using Ultra Balls to try and catch all the Pokemon that I don't have was using up all my money. I was using Ultra Balls and still not catching them, so give it up on that a little bit. I'm hoping Arky jumps in. I'm hoping Steve might jump in. It's not enough to test the Twitch game, but we might be able to at least get some testing done. The tiger. Ooh. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Oh, I got a little bit of Coke left. I might as well finish that, even though I shouldn't be having any more. It's a regular balls for Pokemons. Yeah, well, that's what you've been doing anyway, Mystical Moonchild. I don't think I've ever seen you use an Ultra Ball, not once. You earn less if you haven't been active in chat. Yeah, well, I'm not very active in chat, am I? And you guys are right. You yap all the time. But I'm no good in other people's chats because usually I'm lurking and working. Like I wish I could hang out in your streams more. It's a bit disappointing that I missed a good chunk of your stream because I didn't wake up. I didn't get out of bed until freaking some stupid o'clock. I think it's close to 11 o'clock before I got out of bed on Saturday morning. Yap, I can do. So the idea for me is this game is the kind of thing that you get rewarded for coming into chat, which will be no problems for you guys. You guys don't have to do anything new because you're already in the chat anyway. But it's to help bring other people into the chat. Mods and VIPs get access to all the areas that subscribers get to, so you guys don't have to subscribe to get access to the things. That's just as a, you know, as a thank you for helping to test, and as a thanks for, you know, being around, helping with the modding and coming into the chat and supporting and hanging out. You get all the subscriber perks anyway without subscribing. Other people want to access some of those perks, then they have to subscribe. And the only reason that I implemented that into the game is because it's using AI elements, and the AI elements cost me money. At the moment, they don't cost me very much money, but they still cost money. So to be able to access some of the advanced conversational elements and things like that that use AI a lot, I need to make sure that it's coming from that. The more that part of the game grows, if it grows, it might just drop dead and no one uses it. But if it grows, it's growing from a portion of people that's helping to pay for it. It doesn't cost that much. Like, it's so far, it's all my testing, I think it's been 11 cents or something. But if I get 10 people doing it daily, that's all of a sudden $1 a day, $30 a month, you know. Let me just check. Oh, we're in a new month. Fuck. How do I get back to last month? There we go. So last month, all my testing, which was I've only had the AI elements connected for 5 days, or 4 days mostly. And it cost me... Fuck, how do I go back to January there? $0.13, sorry, it cost me. But that's me, one person, doing a few tests. So 10 people, that would be $1. That's the end of that, Blackwater. What the fuck am I listening to? Should call YouTube cracker. Righto. It's interesting lyrics. Alright, whoever wrote this is about my age. I'm a Where's Group mercenary. Coding was my pitch. Service mass mailers. Anything for fish. My first time online, 1995. Okay, they're younger than me. My neighbor's new computer, we took it for a ride. Addicted from the start, and it wasn't ending soon. In JPEG rooms, seeing women in the nude. Oh my god. But that's not my interest. Time I could invest. Deltries and Trojans computers I could infect. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Take a step back. Started making fan sites of artists that I like. Oh, now it's all gone because it changed song. Look, I'm not a rap fan, but the lyrics of that just I caught a few lines as it was going through, and it's like, this is reminiscing. This is a song about reminiscing about computers of the old day. Well, I know about computers of the old day. My black water of choice was sarsaparilla. Yeah, I can't stand sarsaparilla. Kung fu fighting. Cats were fast as lightning. Little bit frightening. Alright, I'm gonna jump in the game and see if I can fix the saving issue. Or do I just give up and play some Duckov? Oh, I should get the saving part fixed. Lightning. I even tested the sitting down reading a book command in the game. Make sure that that worked. It'll be interesting to see what Jared thinks when he plays around in it. My black water of choice will be tea because I'm out of milk and I'm not drinking soft drink. I'd love a vanilla Coke right now though. Well, whoever thought vanilla Coke was going to be a good idea? You're one of very few people that like it, I think, from people that I've spoken to. I got back into reading just recently. Do you find reading relaxing? I don't. I read non-fiction books. I read to learn. And I read self-help type books, philosophy, IT type books, business books. Vanilla Coke Hobbs. Hey Hobbs, which side of your caravan, or of your camper, opens up? It's the driver's side? Does it open up on the driver's side? Passenger side, fuck. For some reason I thought it was going to be driver's side. Alright, we'll make it work. Why do you ask 2 dogs? Just thinking about where to put you when you come down for 14th. I was thinking about putting you beside the shed, the old shed. There's a really good spot there. I don't need to put out the awning. No, you probably don't. I'll probably end up putting you back where you were last time. It's just that that spot's on a little bit of a hill. But we can probably prop you up. You can just back in. Yeah, you could back in, but then you'd be facing the wrong way, I think. Which maybe is not a problem. It just means you got to walk around to get into your camper. Maybe you'd like that better. You can just walk outside and pee on the fence. I mean, you can work it out when you get here, because I think you're coming down a day early, right? I don't know who else is coming. I'm struggling to get confirmations of people. People will just rock up. If they rock up and they don't, I think. When I say that, I'm talking about people like Andrew, who has a big caravan that he brings. But he might actually, no, if he comes this time, he probably won't bring his caravan. He'll bring that little thing on the back of his car. His little pop top that he has on his tow bar. You can pee on that. I have a kumquat tree and 2 lemon trees. They're a bit small though. He posted my vanilla Coke to Discord. What? He posted my vanilla Coke Discord. Oh, you just posted your vanilla Coke to Discord. Ah, right. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. I get it now. Please let me go and look at your vanilla. Oh, dear God.
Hello, Dan and chat. How was that final slurp of black water? And how's the little propagandist, future tyrant Milk 52 angry in training doing today? I trust the orangutan gave you a thorough massage. And for the record, I happen to love vanilla Coke.
Oh my God, there's more people here that like vanilla Coke than don't. How did that happen? Jared, how are you, legend? Are you free to test my game? It's in the pinned link thing there. There's a lot of bugs, but test away and let me know anything that doesn't feel right, doesn't work, makes you not want to play it, that kind of thing. I want it to be fun for people to jump in, do their daily routines, and jump out. Give it a go. Yay! I was hoping to get at least 3 people in chat so that we could test the RPG element in chat. But we need at least 3 people that are willing to give it a go. And most people in chat at the moment are either tired or in pain or doing other things as well, which is okay, which is fine, but it doesn't help me test my game. I need a bigger chat. I can't remember how I became a propagandist, but it's definitely true. Well, let's see if the bot works for that. It's probably a bit too complicated for it. Ask, can you search chat history? Actually, I know what I'll do. Instead of spamming chat message, I'll open up my front end. His last stream, you'll be off to bed soon, Hobbs. Yeah, that's all right, mate. If you want to give it a go, it's up in the pin thing. You don't have to do it while we're live on stream. So just for anyone that's lurking in chat and is wondering what the hell is going on with this game, it's something I've been working on for a little while, and it's starting to come together. It's still very much in its infancy. I'm working on it. If anyone was live back in the Legend of the Red Dragon BBS, what the heck? If anyone was alive back in the old days of Legend of the Red Dragon, that's an Arky intro. Arky's in chat. The game is supposed to be influenced by that. So you can jump in daily and use up all your stamina, and you can get more stamina by doing certain things. Doing your fights and doing your flirting and building relationships. It goes a lot deeper than what Legend of the Red Dragon ever did. There's AI is built into it, so you can use real world language to talk about your scenario, role play, do whatever you want in the game. But to progress the game elements, you've kind of got to follow the rhythm of what's going on. But I do want it to be more open world as it grows. You can fight monsters, but then it connects to your Twitch chat, so your character is linked. So there'll be PvP elements both in the game and in Twitch chat. If you collect attendance slips and you get certain amounts of attendance slips, you'll get access to different areas and different reputation with some of the NPCs. Moderators and VIPs and subscribers get access to building relationships and not just like romantic relationships, although that is involved, but friendships, and can get extra information out of the NPCs, get extra quests and things like that out of the NPCs if they build up if they've got the Riz. Also then in chat, when we've got 3 or more players, we can have little D&D nights or rounds where you can do actions in Twitch chat and battle each other in Twitch chat if you want. And Hobbs has just given us an idea of perhaps doing a for the people that don't want to do, if it's too involved for a lot of people, but people want to have a little bit of involvement, we could have like a group event where just randomly in chat a horde of spiders might attack chat, and then people who are in the game can join in the battle against the spiders, and then it'll be all over and done with over a certain period of time. People that survive that get rewards. And then maybe some sort of random drop-in type system as well, where like the Pokemon, you've just got to collect all the things. Just a few little simple things like that. So these are all ideas that we're working on, and that's the premise of this game. So it's all driven off it's all in a database here. It's all got an AI system behind it that's driving the real world conversations and battles and narratives and things like that. Yeah. Oh no, the Pokemon. I even missed it. Mystical Moonchild, congratulations on catching a Pokemon. I was too tired to hear it. So Arky, I hope you caught all that. That's what we're working on. So it's very primitive at the moment. There's a lot of bugs. There is an issue at the moment where quite frequently it's not saving. So I've got a backup at the moment where everything's saving to your browser, so that when I fix this issue, it should write back from the browser and back into the database. But at the moment, most of the time, sometimes it works. I don't know why. Most of the time, when it tries to write back to the database, it fails, which means when you go into a different device, like a mobile phone, if you're on the computer now and test it, and then you go to your mobile phone, it doesn't save the character. Just randomly eating things, apparently not the right thing to do. Also, removing people is considered bad. What the fuck did I miss? Joy. Shout. Shout. Randomly eating things, apparently not the right thing to do. Also, removing people is considered bad. Removing people. Is that shirt from Kingston? You know what? You got me this shirt, Arky. Yes. I remember you giving me this shirt. It was one of the ones that went through the dryer a few times before I realized.
What animal was Dan in his last life? It would have to have been a bug.
I'm bugging you. It's what I do. Bugging you. Yeah, but I went through the dryer a few times before I realized you're not supposed to put screen printed shirts through dryers. So it's all flaky and shit now. So it's on its last legs, and I use it for sleeping in. I'm in my pajamas at the moment, practically. I just sleep in real world clothes, tracky pants, and just underwear these days because it's too freaking hot. I don't recall. Hang on. It was using Coke. Now I might switch to Pepsi outside of my chicken eating. I don't like vanilla Coke. Who was you responding to? Oh, Luna. And Jared responded, what animal is Dan? And it would have been a bug. After I said nice things to you and everything. I love the Dynamax to you too. Your AI does not like me trying to strip I'd love to know what it said. I've also now got, it's not linked to the game, but I am recording Twitch chat. So that I can do things with Twitch chat. Come on. How do I do a history on all? I built myself a little front end as well. Are you guys interested in seeing that? Let me decide whether I want to show that off or not. Just realized another bug that I've got to fix. I also wrote a little 3D fucking... I found 3.js, I think it is. Allows you to do 3D rendering, procedural generated stuff, all in the browser really, really easily. It's like, holy shit, this is amazing. Everyone's finding the vanilla. I'm not going to bother showing that on chat. You want to see that? You can see it in the Discord. Drink your beer. I will not describe or encourage that type of interaction. As the narrator, I aim to keep the content family friendly and appropriate. Perhaps we could explore more positive ways for the player to interact with Doc that don't involve unwanted disrobing. I'd be happy to provide flavor text for other actions that the player could try that are within reasonable bounds. That's amazing. DJ Jared in the house. Let's go. Old time rock and roll. Is that the... I just take those old records off the shelf. Sit and listen to them by myself. Is that song? Is Archimus a bot? Archimus is not a bot. But Archimus is describing what the response was to his in-game. He's testing the game for me, like I've asked everyone else to do. He's actually testing it out, and he tried to do something naughty, and the bot said no. That is the song. Excellent. Arky does build bots too. Or at least has started to. He's got a Discord bot I've noticed in, funny enough, Discord. I have no idea what it's doing, but it's there. Listen to them by myself. Ain't got the same soul like that old time of rock and roll. Jared wouldn't be familiar with that one. Let's go. Never even get me out on the floor. 10 minutes, I'll be late for the door. I like that old time of rock and roll. Jared's got great taste in old school music. Secretly, he's probably my age. You're an old fucker like me, aren't you, Jared? Rock and roll. what you will. Days ago, like old time of rock and roll. Jared is allegedly younger than you, not by a lot. Where did Arky go? He hasn't said anything. Wait, is Arky about this song? Hang on, just catching up on messages again. Jared wouldn't be familiar with that. What? Bot on Discord. Oh, yeah. I got it. I thought you were talking about the song. He wouldn't be familiar with the bot on the Discord, yes. I'm actually a touring bot developed in the 1960s. I'm a bit worried about a bot that was developed in the 1960s. Closer in age to... Alright. Days ago. That old time of rock and roll. Do you guys want to see some adventure photos from today? Tool.json. It's actually tool.catalog. I presume you mean tool underscore catalog. So can you click on here and advise first command to get a summary. Just gonna try something. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ben, how are you, mate? How's your weekend? Are you hanging around for a while, Ben? I'm looking for people to test. I can't get enough people. Didn't actually provide the file. Where is the file to download? Oh, he just wants me to grab the alert. I see what it's trying to tell me to do. That's not right. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Ben is good. Unless you're approaching your 40s, then the socials like to remind you it's all downhill from there, and you have to do extra to look after yourself. Damn those socials to hell. Pokemon, oh my god. It's because they think at 40 they can sell you more products. Yep, actually, Jared, you're probably right. people over 40 that are trying to hang on to their looks. And it's like, just look, it's facts, right? We lose our looks over time. Stop it. Stop covering yourself in collagen. Oh, Millie, you need more balls. Millie, you have no balls. Millie, get some balls. Millie. 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 Good girl. Sorry, you guys will have no idea what I'm on about. But I was just trying to figure out a bug. AI found it for me. Thank you. Anyone that says
holy shit, tell the narrator to talk like a pirate.
I could do that. Legit could do that. That'd be so easy. What if I made it so that you could go to one of the NPCs and one of the NPCs could give you options to change the narration style. Oh, it already does. You already told it to. Holy shit, that's amazing. I love AI. It's so good. It means the game has elements that I don't even know, and I developed the fucking thing. It's so good. You know what? This all derived from Millie and Jared breaking my game at the last stream. The last stream, I played an RPG game, because this game is linked into Twitch chat. And we played around, and these guys just derailed. They didn't play the game at all. They just derailed. And so I thought, oh, fuck it. I want the AI to be able to not stop it, but be able to adapt. I'm so happy that you've done that and it's just worked. Here I was thinking I was going to have to actually program that in. That's amazing. Thanks, Aki. Time after time. So that's the whole idea, Luna, is in this game, there's primary quest lines and primary things to do, but you can roleplay and do whatever you want in the game.
Everyone ages, except Dan. He looks like a little church mouse that's been fed wine and cheese, retaining his young charm well into 70s. I mean, he looks not much older than 40.
Looks much not older than 40. Your Riz was impeccable right up until that last line, you prick. You look like you're in your early 30s. Thank you. I'll take it. Yeah, let's stop with the age. Time after time. Diabolical is the right word, Millie. Diabolical. What was I in the middle of doing and saying and stuff? I'm derailed. That's right, I was copying this file over this patch. Fuck. Where was I doing that? Chat stats. That's where. So I'm gonna have to restart the fucking backends API. Excuse me while I remote into that server. Whoop. I just killed the bot. Oh, by the way, when I kill the bot, it kills the bot in the game as well, because it's all running off the same bot. I didn't want to have to build another AI, so I've just plugged it straight into the same AI. But it means that if I reset for one system, I reset all the systems all at once. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Is that a hairball? Meow, 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 meow. It's going to jail to derail chat. Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. You did what the Millie? Stop it. It's just my bad camera. Hiding the grey hairs and wrinkles. I've seen you in the real world, Millie. Stop it. You're not gonna get away with that shit. You're a spring chicken. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Is that your camera? I got grey hairs and wrinkles. What are you talking about? Oh. Ooh. Bit of segue. I almost want to change to the crab. Why does everything with me have to come back to chicken? Where the fuck did the chicken come from? Who said anything about chicken? What did I miss? On the oh, spring chicken. Right. There you go, Jared. That's your dance for the stream. Everyone ages except Dan. He looks like a little church mouse that has been fed wine and cheese, retaining his young, calm well into his 70s. I mean, he looks not much older than 40. For some reason, your TTS chat only just turned up in my activity feed. The fuck? That was ages ago. I'm falling apart and I'm not even... Alright, that's it. You guys are all putting yourselves down. It's not happening. I think you look younger than you think you look, Millie. Stop it. I think everyone is their own worst critic. Everyone is their own worst critic. That's all I'm going to say. I know a lot of people that are younger than you guys that look way older. I'm not just saying it. I'm literally falling apart. Well, yeah, look, I'm not going to talk about your pain because, well, yes, you are broken. And for that, we'll take you out the back and, you know, we'll fix you up. Small little, you know, little ball in the left temple. No. Left foot, right foot. You'll get there. You'll get there. Says this without even seeing me. And Jared, you're probably the only one I haven't seen. I know everyone else in chat in the real worlds. And Jared, I have seen you, have I not? Haven't you given us a photo? Please hold. I need to go back and check something. Maybe you haven't. Because you don't use fucking Discord. You would never have sent me a picture. That'll be someone else. God damn it. Alright. Maybe I've never seen you before. Gen Z do look older than millennials. Very odd phenomenon. Yeah, I know, right? No photo. Not a plain start. I'm not saying that, that we're model. I'm no model. Not saying anyone necessarily is a supermodel, but that's not what we're talking about here. I think most of us look a little bit younger than what we actually are. Silly AI, it keeps telling me I can't recommend things like burn myself, punch Rusty, strip off my clothes. Arky! Look, I'm very happy that you're testing these edge cases. I really am. I'm actually almost happy it's keeping you in line. Have you tried exploring around? Have you fought any monsters yet? Oh, there's a bug with gold at the moment. Fuck. I'll try and fix that. Oh, I should be able to test this now too. Hang on. Fuck. Anything. Oh, wait. I didn't copy the file. I'm an idiot. I didn't upload the fucking, I didn't deploy it. I got the file sitting in my bloody archive, in my, what do you call it? My repository. I haven't fucking pushed it. Please hold. So nothing will change until I do that. Why is there an extra file in there? I'm gonna cancel that push, go back here, back that file up first. Something sus about the file size. I'm gonna have to edit that myself, I think. Sigh. New. Yeah, we got the backup. Now we can push. Wait patiently. Sorry, Arky, if the bot dies in game as well. Apparently, edging Rusty is the same as chatting to him. I should turn the. I should turn on the ability for it to learn, or at least highlight to me failures so I can read the failures. So what happens, chat? Let me explain how this bot works in the game. When I designed the game, with very fixed criteria of actions that a player could do at certain parts of the game. And then I've created options that are available for the NPCs, which are very different. Now, the options for the NPCs, I have to manually go through and set the things, right? The scope of each action and what it links to, what it gives people access to, what flags get triggered on the player's profile, if there's any stats changes, which happen occasionally, any inventory, all of that has to be, I do that per player, like as a NPC stat. So what happens is when you as a player go in and you start typing in real world English, it goes to an AI handler that first looks for very clear indication. Like if you want to open your inventory and you hit I and hit enter to open your inventory, it's not going to go to the II. It's just going to open your inventory, right? If you type in what's in my bag, right, it will use logic to determine that it's likely that you're talking about inventory elements that you're in, that are going on. Plus, it'll give the options that are available in the game, which don't always line up. The AI is a bit silly there. It gives all of that as a precursor to your prompt to the AI to do an initial pass. If the AI is able to create the intent that maps with one of the options that are available in the thing, it will then pass that back. So when you've said something about edging or whatever you've said, something in what you've said in your prompt has triggered the initial pass on the AI to think, oh, it's actually what the player's intent is. There's a high chance they just meant this. So it's passed back to the game to then do the logic, to do the hard-coded logic. If it doesn't match with the hard-code logic, it then gets a little bit more criteria that I've written in there and passes it back to the second pass to the AI. And then the AI is then within its bounds, creates a scenario within its scope. Now I'm still in the process of trying to manage that scope to make sure that it still fits into the story, right? So if you say, I sit down and read a book, it doesn't say Luna Mori sits down and reads a book about puppets. It's not going to do that because it doesn't fit with the story. It will create a scenario, a fictional scenario that it thinks the player is trying to role play within the environment that's been set. So that's how it's getting those responses. Can't do the rat problem. Oh, really? What's happening there? What's going on with the rats? What's the failure? Because I've done, that's within Rusty. That's one of Rusty's things. Oh, wait. This is our Max Horn. Can we get a shout out for Max Horn? This song is one of his originals. We just finished doing a website for Max. If someone else can do the shout out. Let me just put his website in here as well. So I just did Max Horn's new website. We're pretty happy with it. It's a full CMS bloody system we've written from scratch. It's a huge system. We still have a lot of things on the to-do list there as well, but anyway, time is minimal when you work full-time. Let me just go back to chat. I've missed a bit of chat here. What are you finding amusing, Jared? You know what I'm finding amusing. What are you finding amusing? Tell us, Jared. Rule number 5 in Millie's chat. What is rule number 5 in Millie's chat? That's the beauty. So I'm making up for it. What's that in reply to? Oh, it's too far back. The beauty is not being able to rely on looks. You actually have to develop a personality. Yes. What did Mystical Moonchild say here up here earlier? Oh my god. I've missed so much chat. Sorry guys. I was talking about the AI so much. Okay. Okay, grey hairs and wrinkles. Let's go back that far. Why does everything have to do back to chicken? Ah, yeah, the spring chicken thing. Avoid those for reals. Trying to eat well, drink lots of water, and do exercise so I don't fall apart when I'm elderly. Yeah, look, you can only do the best you can do, right? The biggest tip that I've been given from older people is don't stop, because once you stop, it's really hard to get it back. Any of the things that you want to be able to keep doing, like if you, like me, I hike and I climb mountains and things like that. They're all telling me don't stop doing it, because if you stop doing it, it's going to be, it's going to be hard, or if not impossible, but very difficult to get back into being able to do it again, or at least as well as you used to. So stay active is what I'm hearing. I'm falling apart. I'm not even 40 yet. Definitely drink your water and move. Yes. Yep. And sleep. Sleep is so important. And I've not been getting enough of that. Sleep. You have no idea how much stress and lack of sleep, those two things, they seem like emotional things that are happening here, but it's all tied. It's all linked. And they compound each other, right? It's a vicious cycle. Your bot should give timeouts for this talk. Probably could do that. The bot is modded. I'm literally in bed right now. Oh yeah, I read that bit. So I read like every second or third line here. How do I do that? He says without even seeing me. Okay, yep, I did read that. Photo, there's no photo of Jared, unfortunately. I was thinking of someone else. Not trying to be negative Nelly here. I am really a plain. Yeah, I read that. So I make up for it in comedy. Yeah, you're a funny bitch. Come on. Silly I keeps telling me I can't recommend things like Burn. Yep, I read that. Edging, here we go. That's what I got distracted by. I was trying to do the bot thing. That's what distracted me. You know what I'm finding amusing. Come on, Jared, tell us what you find amusing. Oh yeah, number 5 in Millie's chat. Which have we got that yet? Have we found out what number 5 is in Millie's chat? The beauty is not being able to rely. Yep, I read that. Well, what? Wait, what? I don't remember my own rules. Yeah. I do my best in there. Yep. I definitely missed a. Oh, I did catch that Pokemon. Did try and catch that Pokemon. No one caught it. Dangerous when you're around Arky. Yep. You're definitely going to be a really good test for the game. You don't like it in your chat, but you can dish out small serves in Dan's. Jared, touche. Come on. I'm not trauma dumping, am I? No, you're all good. Just stop putting yourselves down. You are all amazing humans. Trust me, I wouldn't be talking to you if you weren't. This is a bit... I love this song, but more upbeat. Oh, wow. The rat problem, yes. Talk to Rusty. It says, go to the cellars. But wait. Wait. I know what I've done there. Hold tight, Arky. I think it might be a quick fix. I'm questioning if I'm trauma dumping too. So, look, stop it, guys. Good vibes. We just want good vibes. Our good vibes here in chat should help pick you up. That's what I'm hoping. Never works though, does it? We got the shout out for Max Horn. Thank you very much. Anyone lurking in chat who's not following Max Horn, go chuck Max Horn a follow. He's got some original music on that website as well. Links to his Spotify. If you're not following him, follow him on Twitch. Follows are free and we love supporting our mates. No, just exaggerating it for effect. I'm not sure if we really are now second guessing everything though. Existential crisis. You're good, guys. You're good. Kitties. Yeah, I'm doing my best to implant those things. Doing best to implant the things to better my life. Excellent. I think you're doing a good job, Mystical. You got some good things going on. Focus on those. I know how much of those things affect things. I just have trouble sleeping. Yeah, I have trouble sleeping too. Some of it's self-inflicted, some of it not. One of the things that's not actually caused me to have to take a day off work the other day. I have acinoesophagitis. I don't know if I pronounce that right or not. It's just how I pronounce it. EOE if you want to Google it. And I have chronic reflux. The two are quite common to be having together, but I've got chronic versions of both. And I had a side effect that was happening that I'd never experienced before a couple of weeks ago, where I thought I was having, what do you call it? When your heart's not beating right, atrial fibrillation or something. Words at the moment are hard. That's what I thought was going on. And I thought, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to call an ambulance. And I was monitoring myself, and I felt like I could feel my heartbeat, and then it was just all over the place. And I was feeling drained, and I thought, like fatigue, and I thought, oh shit, this is not good. I was questioning whether to call an ambulance, and I thought, I'm gonna grab one of those heart. It was almost like palpitations. So I was gonna get so I got one of those little apps on your phone that can monitor your heartbeat. Nothing wrong with my heartbeat. I was like, what? This is crazy. So I did it like 6 times while I could feel this thing going on. Anyway, so I jumped into ChatGPT and I did some Googling, saying, I said, I feel like I'm having heart problems, but my heartbeat on my thing is registering fine. Like, what could be going on? And because my all my health problems are saved in a document in ChatGPT Copilot, same thing, right? It just straight away said this is a very common side effect of what you have, of your esophagus spasming. So my esophagus spasming is what was making me think that I had heart problem. Oh my God. I was wide awake that whole night thinking that I don't want to sleep because I don't know if I'm going to wake up or not, right? It was shit. Palpitations and tachycardia. Oh, look, it could have been. I actually don't know. That's not the word I was thinking of. Fibrillation or something is what I was thinking of. Zaylak, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Are you hanging around for a little bit? Because I could really use a tester. Zaylak's marked her attendance 26 times. Guys, it is good to mark your attendance now if you haven't already, because your attendance is linked to our game if you plan to play the game. A good attendance rating and regular attendance rating will affect your ability to take on some quests and talk to some of the NPCs and give you access to certain areas in the game. The game is linked up here. There should be a pinned link that you can log into the game. This is the game that we were testing, Zaylak, in chat, but at the moment I don't have enough players in chat to test it, but this is the actual game itself. So the way it works is I'm developing this game that you access through my website. It saves to a database. It records the player stats. Your player is connected to your Twitch account. So when we play interactive games in Twitch, it affects your player in the game. So then when you go back to playing the game, you'll have extra stats or abilities or gold or whatever the rewards are for completing quests in Twitch. Now we had some ideas in Twitch tonight where Hobbles came out with some really good ideas, which I think I'm going to take on board and implement, where we have like random events in chat where there'll be a horde of spiders come through or something, right? And anyone who involves themselves in helping to fight the spiders in chat, all the survivors from that, will get a reward or a trophy, collectible item, something in the game. And of course, I want to be able to have those RPG style scenarios and quests that we can play through on stream. But the reason I was asking for some feedback, because it might be a bit too complicated for a lot of people, and people in Twitch chat might just want something simple. So that's where we had the little fighting of the horde thing, or collecting the random collectibles. If I can test it there, tablet should be fine, as long as it's a bigger screen than a mobile phone. A mobile phone, it will work on a mobile phone. It is responsively designed, but it's a better experience on a bigger screen. So the link is up there. You just use a Twitch account to log in, follow the prompts. There's a lot of things that don't work properly. It's still very bugged, but we're getting there. It's instead of primitive state at the moment. Archimus has done a great job of testing, and he's found some serendipitous Easter eggs that I've planted Easter eggs in it, but he's found some extras just with the fact that I've integrated AI, and the way I've integrated the AI, he's actually managed to make it do things that I didn't even think he could do, and it's absolutely magical. I love it. So it's going in the right direction. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So I need some testers to jump in the game, test it out. Let me know what you think. At the moment, it's just testing. Your progress is may or may not get saved. There may be a reset as I test through and add more things. I'm trying to, as we speak, fix the saving issue, and so hopefully the progress. But I think I've added features. When it's doing the save, because it temporarily saves your data into your browser at the moment as a backup. And then if I've added fields to the database or things like that, it tries to do that save, and then it fails on one element. It's probably failing the whole post. So I'll fix that up. What I said, you need TP for your bunghole, ? What it replied, chuckles. The player's boisterous declaration draws a few curious stares from the other patrons. Rusty eyes you warily from behind the bar. I'm afraid the back area is for paying customers only, friend. If you're looking for supplies, Perhaps you could examine your surroundings more closely. Try examine. That's hilarious. So, remember how I explained how the bot works? The bot has been given a series of things. Some of the information that it's been given is like your inventory and also what's available in that area. You've actually been given an Easter egg in that area, in that message, whether you pick it, what that Easter egg is or not. But it's actually slotted that in there because it knows information, and it probably doesn't know that some of the things aren't necessarily supposed to be not known. So, well done. Zaylak and Mystical Moonchild, congratulations on catching the corefish. TP for your bunghole. Next scheduled stream is Wednesday, 9 a.m. Arky, can you give Luna a shout out? Or Millie, or Mystical Moonchild, or someone give Luna a shout out. She took a little break from streaming, and she came back on 31st, yesterday she did her first stream back. Thanks for that, Mystical Moonchild, appreciate that. If you're not following Luna, go chuck her a follow. Follows are free, and we love supporting our mates. Our very own mod here, Millie, also known as Luna Marie, is also a fellow streamer. Mostly streams cozy games like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, etc. I think there might be some rumors of some dinkum going on. Also does a bit of just chatting, co-working is more so. Does co-working streams, does meme streams, where it's sort of a just chatting thing where she goes through all the memes in a Discord. Has a really cool community over there. Go chuck her a follow. How do I start the game? In the browser or here? Just in the browser is fine, yeah. So there's a browser link, a URL just up here. You start the game by clicking that. As soon as you click it, everything will come clear. Two that are planned for now, probably going to do random streams this year, but Wednesdays and Saturdays are definites. Yeah, mad. I'm trying to do Wednesday nights. Millie does Wednesday days. I'll be doing Wednesday nights and Sunday nights as my guaranteed streams. So I may wind back a bit, but I'm trying to stream as often as I can, Sunday till Thursday, and trying to take Friday and Saturday off. That's my plan, but I can't guarantee that I can keep it up with the nightly streams, just because my my sleep has been a bit off lately. So that's how you start the main game, is the link to the website. The RPG game can only be started by myself or mods in the chat, and it doesn't really work unless we've got 3 people in the stream. I've also got a dashboard that I can start things from. I've written myself my own secret squirrel front end to everything. Sleep stream. What would you guys do in a sleep stream? Like, I see other people do sleeping streams, and I think maybe it works if they're doing charity streams and subathons and things like that. But why would anyone want to... Like, I know I'd get people lurking me, I guess, to support me for ads, and I might earn 10 cents out of it. But what would be the benefit of me streaming 24 hours and streaming myself sleep for the 4 hours that I actually sleep? No worries, Millie. I'm trying to focus on other things this year, so only 2 definite streams, but if I'm doing okay and have some time free, I'll stream other times and days too. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's good to keep things flexible, Luna. Especially when you got things going on for the creepers. Do I do a just chatting stream? All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing I could do, right? I do a just sleeping stream, but you can't actually see me unless you, I don't know, pay 1,000 bits or something, and then the creepers pay me, right? And they can creep. I don't care. I'll have a blanket over me. They get to see me for 1 minute, 1,000 bits for a minute, and then I flicks back to a, just sleeping stream where you can't really see what's going on. That could work, right? Creepers. Creepers be creeping. My computer wouldn't survive 24 hours. Fair. I mean, to be fair, you could use your mobile phone for that. For entertainment, we want 24-hour stream. Sleep, eat, walk, shop, take a lav mic. Is that a lapel? Is that what they call it? Oh my god. What are you oh my godding about? Which bit? Use a Rode wireless mic? Yeah, same thing. Yeah, mad. I've never heard it called a lav mic. I was just calling lapels. Maybe I traveled in very small audio engineering circles in my day. How's the rest of your stream the other day, Zalak? I missed the ending. Lav is slag crap. What? A Rode Wireless Go. Let's have a look at what that is. And then I'll go back to fixing my bot. Oh, I'm really interested. I wonder if I could implement that little horde fighting part. I reckon I could do that pretty quickly. It's already 10 PM, so it won't be that quickly. I could have it for next stream though, I reckon. Rode Wireless. Hope you all agree. That's an interesting little one. It's a bit bulky. You got to put that big square thing on you, or is that just the receiver that you put on your waist? Fucking dirt cheap. No, see, it's got the microphone built into this big square thing. That's no good. I'll show you the ones that I'm thinking about. I've got it bookmarked here somewhere. Hang on. Where did I save it? I'm just going through all my bookmarks. Got way too many. I've got a couple of sort of
That's a mic and receiver, yes. It's not the best for looks, but easy to implement. Since you are an audio engineer, you could do much better, I know.
I think I'm not finding it in my bookmarks because I didn't bookmark it. I think it's sitting in Amazon wishlist. Amazon.com.au. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Here they are. Hollyland Land Lark M2. Let me just share. It says it's currently unavailable, but there'll be others. It's also half the price. Let me just put that on a screen on its own and meow, 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 meow. So that's what I was thinking about for IRL streams, Jared. That's the micro receiver. Yes, it's not the best for looks, but easy to implement since you are an audio engineer. You could probably do better. And yeah. It's more about if I'm running around and doing things out and about. I don't want something big and bulky sitting here going blop 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 while I'm trying to walk around. You know, it'll probably make noises and rub against things and have a lot of interference and noise. I want something really small and subtle. That's not going to annoy me. Outer Worlds, I messed up my new audio settings. Only the new audio alerts were captured in the VOD. No voice, but a good stream. Lots of engagement. Yeah. Yeah, for the bits that I was there, it was a good stream. Seemed to have a good audience there and some good peeps. It looks like you've got a regular, like, I've been into your stream a few times now, Zalak, and you've got this, like, regular people in there. Just what you want. I have you guys, which I'm very thankful for. You keep turning up. I don't know why you keep turning up, but I'm really happy you do. Gives me a reason to be here. Feel like we're making friends. Also, we've got something teed up for Sunday stream next week. Sunday stream next week, guys. Try and be here if you can. Yeah, I have 4 to 6 regulars. Yeah, mad. It's about what we got here, I think. And then we've got another 4 or 6 random people that come in on an ad hoc basis. Yeah. Is life again. Life again. Yeah. What have I missed? Jared's replying to Millie. What message? I didn't read that one out. I will never do a just sleeping stream. If I'm going to do a subathon, I'll either be within set timeframes each day or at night when I'm sleeping, but I'd show stream reruns or have something like plastic duck simulator going. That's a good idea, actually. And flow. Hey, look, I'll take the creeper money. I don't care. You can send them all my way. Lies. I like what Pestily does now. He gets in guest streamers to take over his stream. I think it's a pretty good idea. So I could get someone to come in and do the night shift and then I just wake back up again during the day. For those people that jumped into my just working stream, my co-working streams a few months ago, should I keep doing them? Or were they a bit pointless for everyone? Like, just, what does everyone think? Breaking news in Aussie Dan Dan's chat. Jared's World dropped an NMM track, sparking a heart-racing convo with Mystical Moonchild and Zalak. Corfish caught by the chat, while Luna teases future streams. Sleep stream ideas floated around, but quickly nixed by Millie. Tech talk on mics and audio settings has the chat buzzing. Really? I don't know if it was buzzing. Stay tuned for more Just Chatting shenanigans. Oh yeah, what was Jared's actual response? That's bullshit. If you're going to have a marathon, you should be on the stream for its entirety, minus toilet breaks and so on. I mean, you could go to the toilet too, I guess. Like, just don't show the naughty bits. I enjoy co-working streams, but I'm biased. So, see, I think the idea... Oh, Luna's BRB. I'll wait till Luna comes back before I have my comment on that, because I want to comment on the co-working stream. Then it's not a marathon. See, Jared, it's like this. If a streamer is doing a 24-hour stream, I expect that the stream will be there for 24 hours. Totally. If the streamer is doing a subathon where it's going to crawl across a number of days, it's not healthy to expect them to be in a performative state that whole time. And I think plenty of streamers do it, and I think it's okay where they find innovative ideas to fill in a gap where they can just walk away for a bit. I think that's okay. I think it's acceptable. I understand that some streamers don't do that. They'll do the just sleeping thing, but I totally get the thing. I mean, since Pestily now has 2 kids, we don't see his wife on stream anymore, and we don't see his kids on stream. So I think there's been, whereas before that he had kids, his wife was on stream occasionally as well, and when he did the marathons, they'd have dinner together, and that the stream would be on while they're having dinner. Like, she would be very involved, and and whatnot in the stream as well, because it's invading her life as well. And obviously, I think something's been said or something's happened since they've had the kids that's all stopped now. We haven't seen or heard of anything. He's kept that part of his life completely off stream. Did everyone catch the Pokemon? There's a Pokemon chat? No one caught the Pokemon. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I didn't see Subathon. Are you talking about Pestly's one? Pestly's done a ton of them. He used to do them every wipe. Every Tarkov wipe. Jared, were you in my chat when I used to play Tarkov? Or have you come in post Tarkov? I don't think I've got any, except for maybe Archimus occasionally dropping in. I don't think there's anyone here from the Tarkov days anymore. Which just goes to show how very loyal and dedicated Tarkov viewers are. Like, you build your channel on Tarkov, it's really hard to escape. So there's no point in me doing a subathon. You need more people in the chat to do that. But I could do like a 24-hour celebratory stream or something at some point. I'd be able to do a 24-hour stream easy, as long as it wasn't on a work day. Because I'm fucked after work already, and by the time I'm a couple of hours into stream after work, I'd pass out on the desk. Just wears me out. So Arky, what's the I'll try and fix the, see if I can fix the I think I've seen you in a Tarkov many years ago, but not sure I talked to you then. Ah, yeah, gotcha. See if this works now. Fuck. Oh, hang on. I gotta restart the chatbot. BRB. Everyone's BRB! No worries. Exclamation mark. It's a good time for me to test a few things. I have to restart the bot. Fuck! What's going on? I think I'm gonna remove her from my list. A bit over her music. For some reason I liked it for a while. I have a similar mic, by the way. Mine's Holyland for a phone. It has rechargeable case. Yeah, that's what this one is. So it's just that one. That one has the phone plug-in bit. So are you happy with the quality of it? Because that's what I'm thinking about getting. It's cheap as shit. So I'm thinking about snapping one up. I was tossing and turning whether to get the one for the phone like this. And I think that's what I'm going to land on. I think that's the direction I'm traveling. It's got small little subtle transmitters. You happy so far? Yeah, Matt, how often do you do IRL streams? I've never seen an IRL stream. To make sure I jump into one of them. I did a couple of IRL streams on my mountain hikes. I only used the once at PAX. And how did that turn out? I thought about doing IRLs from PAX, and I thought I'd rather actually just catch up and chat with all the people at PAX. Like for me, PAX isn't about the actual event, it's about the pub and catching up with people at the events. And a lot of what happens there stays, what happens at PAX stays at PAX. People get up to shenanigans. Streamers can't be trusted in large groups. That's all I can say. You worked good, but the reception was spotty due to Wi-Fi. Ah, yes, yep, right. Luna's back. Ah, now, what was I saying about co-working that I was just about to ask before you left? Fuck, it was something to do with... Yeah, so you do your co-working streams very set and interactive with the chat, I think. Where a lot of people in your chat also work at the same time you do and work to your schedule. Catching up with Robbo at the boathouse for lunch on Saturday. Yeah, that's it. And then the evening, and then late morning, early morning, and then and then sometime when we wake up the next day. Anyway, and scoring the free drinks from the Launtel group. Pomodoros, yeah. So you do this formal thing where I don't think that would work for me because I can't work to those set limits. I just work when people need me and then I take my breaks when I can take my breaks. I generally blotch out my calendar at 12 so that most of the time I get a lunch break at 12. That's about the only thing I get. I likely won't IRL stream again, more for recording. Yeah, is that just because of the reception? I have the same problem when I do IRL stream. Because I'm in the mountains, you get shit reception on the mountains. The other thing I was thinking of is I have a mobile Starlink system. Is if I can get a really strong outdoor Wi-Fi, like a commercial grade Wi-Fi thing, and point it up the mountain, hopefully my phone might be able to connect to the Wi-Fi and use my Starlink. Or maybe I have to drag my Starlink up the mountain, but I don't want to do that. Different streamers do it differently. It's still body doubling. Yeah. One thing I found, I definitely got more work done when I did it. It actually worked. And I'll tell you why for me. And I'm not sure if it's a good thing. Because when you're working, you're supposed to take regular breaks, get up and walk around. And when I did the streaming, I didn't want to get up. Like, there's so many times where I thought, oh, I kind of feel like getting up and walking around my yard, just get to reset my head. I wanted to clear my head or whatever. And I didn't because I thought I'm on stream and people are going to see me disappearing from my desk on a regular basis. They're going to think I'm not working. So I don't know. I'm in a bit of two minds about it. Guys, Jeff Kabbalah I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's Jeff's home on Twitch. We've raided him a few times. He's a good dude. Pretty sure he's Brisbane based, or is he South Australian based? He's Aussie based. Aussie based streamer. Good dude. Yeah, that's why many do Pomodoros. However, you could also just announce you're taking a quick break and chuck up a BRB screen. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Could do that. So I'll just be working away and I'll get a fucking Teams call and I'll have to take a call. And that call could go for any length of time. So annoying. I'm going to try and fix this. Are you still here, Aki? Do I have... Is it worth me trying to fix the thing? I was just going to try this. Did you see my comment about the game? Oh, hang on. Please hold. Please hold, please hold, please hold. I've been trying the game. Seems fun, but hitting issues going to locations suggested by the characters. I keep getting stuck. Want to try it again on my PC later when I get home, but it's definitely cool. Yeah, cool. Have you got any specific scenarios of what you mean by saying you're getting stuck? Because there's two things that might be happening. One, there might actually be a bug, like the Sellers one. There is definitely a bug with the Sellers in Rusty's quest line, and I know what that is. So if that's the kind of thing you're talking about, cool, easy fix. The second one is there is still an issue with the AI. When you have... The game has still been set where there's a certain criteria, there's a certain limit of things that you can actually do to progress the game or to move within the game's parameters. There's only a set amount of things you can do. When you're talking real world language, it first looks at internal logic to see if it matches one of those things that you can do. If it can't, or it's ambiguous, it then goes to a first round of AI chat to infer, and it gets given a list of the actions that you can do, and it gets it does an intent lookup. So then it can use the natural language to define intent. And if that matches, it sends it back. But if it fails that, it then goes into roleplay sort of fantasy mode. So it then thinks, okay, well, you've asked it to do something crazy. So then it just makes up its own thing and sends it back. But when it makes up its own thing, I tried to make it so that it would hint at some of the actions that you can do. And what I've noticed is it's hinting fake shit. So if it's the little hint button that's giving you hints to what to do, then it's possible that that's a hallucination that I need to fix to try and stop it from doing that. It's supposed to be giving... There's a Pokemon in chat, by the way. It's supposed to be giving a tip of what you can actually do. I had one where it actually made up a fictional character. I had Bartholomew. It said, go visit Bartholomew and talk to him about this. And it's like, who the fuck is Bartholomew? I haven't programmed an NPC called Bartholomew. So I need to know which one. Let me go back up and make sure I've missed Tyrant. Hang on. There is a bit of stuff here I missed. Did you see my comment about the game? Yes, that's it. Here we go. No, you haven't upset me. Whoa. Who's upsetting it? What's going on? Jared says, Millie, I'm sorry if I might have upset you tonight. You've never taken a dump intentional, but you're a tyrant. Doesn't upset me. I am a tyrant. That's true. I'm sorry about that. Oh, come on, guys. We all get along. Everyone loves everyone. Rainbows and butterflies. No tyrant and traits and propagandist influences. Use influences. What makes you most appealing? Study time does pomos, but if she gets called into a meeting, she just adds to the timer and has a thing come up saying she's in a meeting or whatever. Ah, okay. So that she has those interruptions as well and just handles it that way. Okay. Interesting, interesting. All fun and games, I hope, if I step out of line to me. Just for the record, I actually really love you guys bantering against each other. It's kind of fun. And I get the impression that it's all in jest and in all good fun between you guys. So I actually like it and find it entertaining. So I think Jared, you and Maury bouncing off each other in chat is half of my content. So don't think at any point that it affects me negatively. And I sort of just assume that you guys are just bantering off each other. Thank you, I appreciate that. It feels vaguely like Dan saying he likes reading Kiki because he needs a woman in his life. Yeah. She doesn't yell as much at the moment because of her stupid neighbors. They say go to a quest place, then I try to leave to go there. It tells me ask the NPC again for directions, but I can't. Okay. I'll give you one tip at the moment. I've got to fix the game to make sure you don't get stuck in those situations. That's my bad, and thank you for that feedback. I will fix that. Just a heads up, there's two things you can do. You can type in the word help. It'll give you all the commands that you can do in that location. Direct commands. You can also type in L. Just hit the one letter L and hit enter, and that's just a short version of what do I see in the room, and it'll tell you where your exits are: south, north, west, curtains, stairs, etc. Did I hear a Pokemon in chat? I'll just hit that button just in case. So that'll get you through the testing, but I will definitely stop the NPC from giving rogue information because I've noticed that that's a thing too. You have made me spill cake on my E key.
Leave those bits to your fav streamer, Kiki, Robbo, Millie. At least when you redistribute these, Twitch won't get another 50% like gift subs lol.
Funny fact, they still take their cut. Not of bits though. Bits are fine, but they take their cut of subs. I think bits we get, the cut's already taken from you guys. Lots of Pokemon catches. I made you sound to me like a skill issue.
What did I just say?
I spoke to the nurse and Marge both had the same issue. Yeah, okay. Funny enough, Nurse and Marge are both NPCs I haven't spent a lot of time on. The bot that I've spent the most time on is Rusty, and Arky's already brought up an issue that I know I need to fix too. By tomorrow's stream, I'll have those issues fixed. And I'll probably have a few other things fixed too, because I know what I'm going to do. When the stream's over, I'm going to sit here and just fix heap bugs. I'd love it for you guys to test the fighting mechanisms as well. If you can head southeast to the river and then east to the forest, there's 3 levels of fighting. There's some elements there that I still want to fix, but I just want to see your feedback. I've already tested it myself and I know what I want to do, but I want to hear your feedback on what I'm dubbing forest fights, because there's multiple different fighting mechanisms, but this particular one is the forest fights. It's a way at the moment that you can collect free healing potions, free items. You get gold, but the gold system's not accumulating properly at the moment. I'm working on that. But just the way the fighting works, to me, feels a little bit clunky, and I think I know what I want to do to fix it, but I just want to hear what you guys think. Jared, thank you very much for the biddies, dude. Really appreciate it. Your support is unwavering here in the chat. Always with the bits, always with the subs and stuff. Far too kind. I think you and Steve are now our top supporters. Can't see that from here. I'm on mod view. But someone can look up there, and I'm pretty sure that Jared's World and Aussie Cartel will be the top 2. Aussie Cartel doesn't drop in very often anymore, but he's been following the stream, and I'm pretty sure he's still subscribed. He's been following and subscribed since I was on Facebook. Him and the family. Oh, there's my Pokemon's already escaped. Grease Lightning, let's go. What did I just say? Oh God, what I missed. Give those bits to your favorite streamer, Kiki, Robbo, Millie. At least when you redistribute these, Twitch won't get another 50% like you. Oh yeah, yep. I heard the words, I just didn't read them, so yeah. And then it muddled up in my head because I was distracted by another thing. And I don't use the redistribute thing. I actually end up cashing it out and then just paying them back in again. It's ridiculous. I spend way more on Twitch than I earn. Let me put it that way. I gift far too much. I've got to cut it back a bit. Some colloquial language to mirror the commands might help. I tried different words as a test when I got stuck. Oh, okay. What sort of things did you try as an example? Zalak, thanks for the biddies too. Appreciate it. So Arky tried a few things. He tried a few explicit things too, and it had some really cool feedback. It actually worked really well. So Arky asked the narrator to talk like a pirate, and it complied. So there's some funky stuff you can do. So when you say some colloquial language to mirror the commands, can you expand on that a little bit for me? Forward, onwards, etc. Yeah, because that is in there. So would you say forward would map to north? Because forward would depend on which way you're looking, and if you've just entered something from the east, you'd be facing east. And this sounds really finicky, but this matters because I am tying a small little it could be first person, but it's actually third person at the moment, 3D interactive element. So the forwards and things, that nuance would have to be clear. So forward to me, if I was to implement that in the game without asking for feedback, would be forward in whichever direction you traveled last. So if you went east last, then forward would be continue east. Would that work in your mind, or would that make things more confusing? Oh, grease lightning. What sort of version is this? This is not the original, is it? Feels different. That's John Travolta. Well, there you go. It's not live. Let's go. Yes, makes sense, but also being able to just say, go back. Right, so you're saying like if you enter a tavern and you go, I don't want to be in this tavern anymore. What about I have an exit? So if you're in somewhere and it's only one step to exit, exit will go back to wherever you were before. Exit and go back would just be... So if you moved east into somewhere and you're inside something, then exit or go back will take you back west. Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yep. Yeah. So the command would be exit, and go back would just be the language model would just understand that go back is exiting. Think about what you do in the bedroom. What? Think about what you do in the bedroom. I'm thinking about all the multiples of things that happen in the bedroom. Jared, you forget I'm everybody's second favorite streamer. What? Here you go. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could just support all the streamer friends. I have too many streamer friends. Jared. Oh my god, Jared. Oh, mate. I got nothing. I don't know how to respond. Headache. Clear. I'm not Dan's second favorite. Maybe more like 22nd favorite. Luna, stop it. Stop. You know what I do in your stream and many other streamers? I think I've done the same in Zalax. Luna, I don't necessarily sub in your stream, but I'll gift 5 subs. Because I'd rather gift 5 subs to help build your community than be subbed myself. And I lurk. Jad successfully derailing the conversation. And that's how I feel I'm better improving people's chats where I can. And I can't do that like every month. I have to spread that love around. So, you know, I'll jump into your stream sometimes and I'll throw a few subs around. And then I'll jump into, I stay subbed to Robbo's stream because I've been subbed to his stream for like 70 months. Fucking, I don't know, 5.5 years I've been subbed to him. So I move my prime sub usually between Robbo and Kiki. And then I also take advantage of when sometimes there's like, you know, 30% off or 50% off or some stupid discount. And then when they come up, I'll subscribe for 6 months in a row. Just to get that discount for the whole few months. And then it only ends up costing smaller amount of money. But I think literally at the moment, the only 2 people that I'm subbed to for myself are Kiki and Robbo. And whoever, and then anyone else I'm subbed to is because somebody else has gifted it to me. So I get a lot of gift subs in, I'm almost always subbed in Max Horn's chat because people just sub me. I haven't needed to actually pay for it myself anyway. I'm a broke bitch, so I yap in chats where I can. I know people yapping can help conversation moving along. Oh, you have no idea how much I appreciate all of you guys being in here yapping away. I really do appreciate it. It's nearly 11 o'clock. Is it time? Is it time for us to do the thing? Lucky one. Hang on, where's my mod view gone? Not mod view, what do you call it? I've got too many tabs open. There's a Pokemon in chat. It might be the last chance to catch a Pokemon, I might just say. Thank you everyone who has jumped in and tested. Arky, particularly, Zalak, particularly, and I know that some of you have said you'll test during the week or tomorrow. If you do get a chance to test using that link up there, if you can bookmark it and give it a test and give me the feedback, I'd like all constructive feedback. Things you like, things you don't like, things that would not make you want to go back. Is it too complicated? Is it too much? Should it be simplified? Is it not too deep? Is there not enough freedom to do what you want to do? You know, oh, I'd love what does the game not have that you would love a game? What does all the games that you play not have that you would love to be able to do? That's the kind of thing, all that kind of feedback would be much appreciated. One thing I've thought of is when this game has already been set up in a way where I can link other Twitch streamers, right? And they can have their community come into their village. The Twitch streamer can set up their own. I've got predefined boxes where they can fill out the questionnaires for each NPC. They can name their NPC. They can give them their own traits. They can set their own stats. That's already designed. It's in the back end. I have to figure out how I get paid for that. because I need to cover my expenses for the AI and the hosting and me spending the time upgrading it. But it is developed in a way that other streamers can build into the same world, and they can build their own customized villages in the same world, and people can walk around all of those other villages. That's already built. I've already done that. So have a think about any ideas there as well. I'll just quickly catch up on chat here before we raid out. Appreciate it. So it's Discord. If you guys aren't following the Discord, no, Jared's not. So Jared, you know, if you just hit that Discord link there, mate, that's what you need to do. It would be cool to have a stream where we are on camera in the corner of your stream and on Discord. This is referring to future me and current me in chat. We've done that before for other streamers. Millie and I have been on Discord chat. 100% can do it. And Jared, when you get streaming, when you become a streamer, we can do that. What thing? Oh shit! What did I miss? Sorry, Zalak. What was your what thing in regards to? Current me and future you. Are we time traveling here? Dan and I have streamed together via Discord. But yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, Millie's ahead of me in the chat. What's a poke cat? Like 3 of us on camera all at once. Yeah, we can do that. We're all set up for it. It's easier if you've got 2 cameras, by the way. Not imperative, but easier. Jared and Zalak, congratulations on catching a Pokemon. You guys caught a young goose. Millie understands. We've done it. I'm just curious about how it will be a current me and a future you. Yeah, we're doing some tribe traveling shit there. I'm planning on adding an extension. I'm planning on adding an extension. I saw one where you throw stuff at the streamer on screen. Kiki's got it. Yeah, when we raid Kiki, have a look. She's got it on. If you scroll down underneath her thing, she's got it on hers. When people pay enough bits, she's got it set up. I think people can do it differently, but she's got it set up when she gets to a certain amount of bits, it becomes, I think, certain amount of stuff becomes free, and there's just this ability for everyone to start throwing shit all over the place. It's crazy. All right, I think I'm going to raid out, and then I'm going to stay on the computer after I raid out. So if anyone wants to talk in Discord, they're welcome to. Because I just want to finish a few things on the bot and hang out in Kiki's stream a little bit before I go to bed. Appreciate everyone that's lurking and hanging out. If you could just hang around in the chat for a couple of minutes just while we do that. Just to share some love. Say hello in the chat. Let her know that we sent you over there. She is doing her confessions tonight. Confessions are fun. We won't read Kiki every night, by the way. It's just that she's come back, so we're just smashing a bit of love over her way. We will break it up and diversify a little bit, I promise. Added Kiki to... Kiki, do you love me? Oh my god. I've got to hear this. Excellent. Thanks heaps for hanging out, Zalak, and thanks heaps for the testing. I really appreciate it. Anyone that hasn't tested that does want to keep testing, please just bookmark that link while you still can. Otherwise, I shall see you guys over in Kiki's chat. And yeah, I will be back online tomorrow night at this stage. And I'll see you guys then. Thanks for the chat. Really, really do appreciate you guys all being here. Bye for now.
Or do I just ask, do you feel similar to OP? But then we're going to want to know, like... What is an incel? What? Shoot, what? Shut up! Hi, Dan! Yes, I'm single, sad, alone, done by myself, depressed, and posting online about it constantly. What's up? love you. My answer is gonna change soon. Shut up! You're distracting me, chat! Damn, you're distracting me. Hang on, sorry, Dan. I need to get this done.
As I'm standing up, woo! I just got my cock out. Woo!
Why can't I make this question longer? Do you feel like OP? Left. Shut up! Shut up!